Out of all weeks, week 8 of the Artist Way journey was the one that resonated so far the most with me. The topic of this week was recovering the sense of strength. And the reason why this week was so resonating with me was because it was a lot about persistence. It was so far the longest chapter when it comes to reading, and there were multiple things that I really liked in the chapter, so let's get into it. The first thing that I really liked was this quote: "I shall become a master of this art only after a great deal of practice." I think that in today's world, a lot of times we can very easily get into this trap of expecting that everything is gonna happen overnight. You see so many people just randomly appearing and being famous all of a sudden. However, what is often not shown is how many years it actually took them to get to the place where they are now. Sometimes it took them years, even decades, to be very, very good at what they are doing. And the reason why this week was so essential for me was because a year ago I started taking my YouTube very seriously and I started posting consistently. And there was this anticipation that it's all gonna happen super quickly, and what am I gonna do then, and like how am I gonna handle so many people. And then I quickly found out that I have to put a lot of work, a lot of hours, a lot of years into making this YouTube channel something that I'm really proud of, posting very high quality videos that help people, and it takes so much. And on this Artist Way journey, I actually realized through morning pages that my YouTube channel is a mean how I want to do business, but it's also an art form for me. I started taking it more artistically and as my creative expression, and it's gonna take years before I'm gonna be able to produce so high quality videos that I have in my mind, but I cannot yet produce until I'm gonna be so good at scripts, thumbnails, titles, all the things that are required. So if you are getting better and better at something creative, just anticipate that it's gonna take a long time. But you know what is important? That it gives you joy. That every single time when you do that thing, you just feel so nourished. You feel like this is the thing that you were born to do. You get into the flow. You are so joyful about what you're creating, and that's why you do it. And then you just practice every single day, every single week, month, whatever it is for you, and you put the time into your craft until you become the master of it. What I also really liked about the chapter was that same as athletes, artists can suffer injuries in a little bit different kind of way. But you know, for example, when you create something and you get a very harsh criticism, some people can be so destroyed by the criticism that they just ultimately decide not to create anymore. It blocks them and they are kind of like frozen in their creative sphere. I think it's very difficult a lot of times to create and then, you know, present it to the outer world, and you get either nothing back or you get harsh criticism. And the very important approach in this is, what can I learn from this? What is the next step? How can I make it better next time? Instead of thinking, why does it happen to me? That was actually in the book written that it's very important to switch this mindset of why is it happening to me? Why is it always me? Why don't people appreciate my art? To, okay, what is the next step? What am I doing? How do I improve this? And I think that this was also so important. It's like a mindset game all the time, because I'm a very small creator, and every single time when I spend hours on creating a video and then I post it and then it just does not get yet so big of a recognition, sometimes it's very heartbreaking. You know, after all, it's the numbers. You want a lot of people to see the video and then you don't get it. So it's like, oh, damn it. But you know, then I always have to get back to track and say to myself, okay, what is missing? You want to master your art. And I'm here for it. And it takes a lot of dedication and a lot of painful moments. And you have to also acknowledge that you were hurt by something. However, it's always important to get up and keep going. Just like in life. This week was something that I've been working on for the past year. This mindset that everything what is worth it requires a lot of time and energy. You have to be very consistent, you have to be very persistent, you have to set in the right habits, you have to put in the work, learn more, always improve, and have this attitude that you just want to do it. This is your passion, this is your creative baby, and you want to just work on it. And it's very important to stick to this, to not get discouraged as a small artist, even as a bigger artist, and just continue despite some wounds that you received. And it's very tough, not gonna lie. Some days I'm just questioning, why am I even doing this? You know, like you had a bad day, you feel kind of mentally down, tired, maybe you are hungry, something. It feels like end of the world and you are asking yourself like, why am I even wasting my time on this? Then I wake up the next day, I'm like, yes, this is something that I love doing. This is my passion. That's why I'm doing it. That's why I want to show up again and again and again. So the passion aspect of this is very important. Believe that this is something for your soul, you know, like you want to show something to the world. Yeah. From exercises, I did all except for number 4, 7 out of 7 morning pages. And for ITIS Day, that was so cute. It was not just me, you know. I actually went with my boyfriend to his friend's wedding, so that was very beautiful. And then we went to a football game. So that was, you know, it was 2 very different things, but it was very nice, both very nice experiences, so I really enjoyed that. So that was my week 8. How was your week 8? Was it also such an important week to you? Did you get this like, wow, this so much resonates with me? How did you enjoy all the exercises? What about your morning pages? Whatever you want to share here, there's the comment section down below. I'm so excited for week 9 and see you in next one. Bye!